Why, hello there, and welcome to another helping of the Iron Phantom's Real Ghost Stories. I am your host, the Iron Phantom, and I am here to tell you, this time, as it is the last one, 3 ghostly tales of fact. So, let us begin with our first story. This first tale that I want to tell you that will top your fears is called, well, it is called the Amityville House. I hope you enjoy it.
Life and Death Productions.
Sometimes the most terrifying tales are those that are grounded in reality, such as the Amityville Horror, a movie that was released in 1979 starring James Brolin and Margot Kidder. The story, of course, states that it is based on a true story. The film has had its number of sequels and prequels and spin-offs and even a remake. But of course, there was a true horror story that happened nonetheless, whether you believe the paranormal or not. In the autumn of 1974, the Defoe family lived in the house, where the father of the family, Ronald Defoe Sr., was quite an abusive and dominating man, and pushed their eldest child, Ronald Jr., also known as Butch, around. And when he was meant to be working at their family garage, he would spend that time drinking in a local bar, eventually becoming addicted to drugs and alcohol. And eventually, Butch had enough, and one night he got his gun, and around 3 a.m. shot and killed his entire family, his parents and siblings. The family of 7 soon became just one, where Butch says he believes he was possessed. Throughout the years, he has served time in prison and has been institutionalized, right up until his death in 2021. But some time later, the Lutz family moved into the house. The 2 parents, George and Kathy Lutz, knew of the tragedy that happened in the house but did not think anything of it and decided to move in, not letting the children know, of course. And at first, things were fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. But then, things began to unfold. The daughter having an imaginary friend. But as time went on, that imaginary friend got more and more real, as it turned out to be the ghost of one of the children. Another one said that they would see glowing eyes outside their bedroom window. Another strange event would be green ooze coming out of the walls. And all these strange happenings. They even had a priest come in to bless the house. But then when the priest went into one room, he got locked in, where he was attacked by flies that were biting at him. Then the door opened and the flies stopped, and he heard a voice telling him to get out. Not taking any more chances, he got out of the house. And the hauntings and the paranormal activity continued, slowly messing with the family, driving them on the edge. Around the hours of 3 a.m., the family would awaken, for no apparent reason, although this was the time where the murders actually occurred. Then, eventually, after nearly a month of living in the house, the Lutz family abandoned the place, not wanting to live there anymore. Over time, it has become an attraction for paranormal hunters, and many paranormal investigators have investigated the house, including the couple Ed and Lorraine Warren at one point doing an investigation. And George and Kathy Lutz have gone on to make interviews and books. Some people think it was a hoax that was pulled off very well. But what do you think? What do you believe? All we know is that even if there may be ghosts or not, you can't deny that the real grisly murders took place in that home of the Amityville Horror.
And there you go. So now we go to our second tale of this episode. And that episode is, well, story of real ghosts is Tales of the Ouija board.
The Ouija board. A game piece where it has letters of the alphabet placed upon it, and also hello and goodbye placed on it, with a lens, people believing that this is the way to communicate the dead or spirits. Basically, it can start off as a harmless game among friends, and then they move the Ouija dial around the board as it spells out words. Now, some think logically and think it's one of the friends messing around, which it very well could be, but others believe that the Ouija board has dark, sinister intentions. You have to end the game by placing it on goodbye, and you close the door to the spirit world. Of course, if you do not, it allows the dead to enter the realm of the living and taunt you, and it could let in all kinds of other demons. Not only that, but if you don't have a Ouija board, you can make one out of some cardboard and some glass and a pen, where you can do it again, ask your general questions of the deceased spirits. Either way, be sure to play the game right and obey the rules. Once there was one young lady who played the Ouija board on her own and ran out to the front of our house in distress, not saying what it is she witnessed or experienced. Other families have played the game and have had paranormal demons emerge. But of course, if you believe your house is haunted by some paranormal entity and it is up to no good and evil, I advise you to not get a Ouija board, as that is just opening the door and inviting it in. But what do you think? Much fiction has been around this Ouija board object, in films and stories and media and culture, even having a film simply titled Ouija in the mid-2010s, with a better story, with it being a prequel, Origin of Evil. And of course, Many people have videoed themselves making paranormal videos playing with the Ouija board. Or is it all psychological than paranormal? Who knows? Would you dare play with a Ouija board? If you do, be prepared for what could happen, as it is your own risk.
Yes. A very, very delicate situation that you could find yourself in. But would you get yourself a Ouija board and try it for yourself if you dare? Well, it is down to you, but be careful. You may not like what you find. Well, let us get to our final story, shall we? This one is on real-life paranormal couple, the Warrens.
Ed and Lorraine Warren, one of the most famous paranormal investigators in the world, both investigating strange paranormal cases throughout their long career. Some people thinking that they are fraudsters, some thinking that they are the real deal. Either way, this couple have tackled many dark forces in their life, as they say. Edward Warren, born September 7th, 1926, and died August 23rd, 2006. And then his wife, Lorraine Rita Warren, maiden name Moran, born January 31st, 1927, and died April 18th, 2019. Both long gone now, but reunited in the afterlife. Of course, they do have a child, Judy Warren. The Warren family home is believed to be the museum of many haunted relics, and they still have their haunted museum, which they let very few people see. Of course, they have many haunted objects, including the infamous Raggedy Ann Annabelle doll. The Warrens investigated many crimes and hauntings, including the Enfield poltergeist, the Amityville horror, and even the notorious The Devil Made Me Do It case. And these events of them have been adapted many times, but most particularly the Conjuring franchise, which is itself a cinematic universe, which follows the fictionalized version of Ed and Lorraine Warren, played by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, and have followed the couple in their paranormal ordeals. The couple to this have been known in interviews, telling stories of their paranormal ways. But what do you think? Do you think this couple are a bunch of hoaxes? Or do you think that they are real, how should I put it, Ghostbusters? Some people believe their tales, some do not. But what do you think? Do you believe in the afterlife? It is entirely up to you. But do you think there is a logical explanation for paranormal activity? Of course, these two are long since past and are now reunited together in the afterlife. Well, not even death can tear 'em apart. Well, it did for a while, but now they are together for all eternity. Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Ah, yes. What tales we have told you this fine episode. So, what do you think toward these ghost tales? Do you think they're real? Do you think they're scary? Do let me know and decide for yourself if you believe in ghosts or not. But of course, there are many things on heaven and earth that we can think of. And I have told some of them in this series. Well, that is it from me. It has been an honor doing this show on this channel and telling you real stories instead of fictional ones. Well, yes, that is pretty much it for this one. So, what did you think of this scary tale? Well, the 3 scary tales told in this one. Do let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends. And feel free to subscribe to the official Random Horror YouTube channel if you have not already. Yes. And until next time, don't have nightmares. And happy Halloween. Yes. The end, of course. Goodbye, and thank you.